It's true. I think I still remember the day when we conceptualized a new department, a new function in Larsen and Toubro in the year 1974 to to bring happiness at work. We said the entire purpose of the new function we were thinking is to make people to feel happy at work, committed to work, and also create culture. I think later we didn't use the term competence at the time because it was not yet in currency. Today we use it, but we use the term capability development. I think the institutions, organizations should build capabilities. I must say that the pandemic has taught a number of lessons for all of us. I've been suggesting to people that it is high time that HR people re-look at their role. It has become a lot more important today than what it was. In those days, it was limited to a department, a function, a company. But today, I see HR as the purpose of life. In fact, when I re-look at the most important contributions that have come from behavioral sciences by a person like Abraham Maslow, who went on asking the question that what makes people behave the way they behave and came up with the need hierarchy theory. For many years, we went on self-actualization, need for recognition, need for power, need for achievement, all these needs in the fourth and fifth level as important drivers of the privileged people in industry and higher level organizations. Whereas I think the basic needs are very important. But pandemic has thrown the entire Maslow's theory in a way. I don't say it has thrown out, but it has helped us to think of human being as much simpler, not as complex as Maslow's need hierarchy paints. I think we only need three needs. One is the need to survive, and second is the need to be secure, emotionally secure by being with the loved ones, economically secure by continuing to have the basic minimum needs that are required to fulfill a good standard of living, and health security needs so that you should continue to survive. Once these two needs are fulfilled, then I say all the other needs of Maslow can be compressed into the need for identity. In fact, just this morning, I was thinking that this need for identity is something which most HR managers in gig economy should try to recognize and promote. Now, what I say, need for identity, is that we all are born talented. And by the choices we make, or sometimes our parents make knowingly or unknowingly, by suggesting us, you should be an engineer or you should be a doctor. And rarely they suggest us that you should be a HR person. You quite often end up joining a school of social work or in a MBA. Of course, nowadays the trend has changed. Even after an IIT, there are people who choose to get into HR. So the moment I think you join a company, you are a prisoner of your choice or some parent's choice. You're not born as an engineer or a doctor or a musician. You're born with a lot of identities. So if you say after some time, maybe after you reach a particular level, I want to discover my potential, I want to then create. I am reminded of my own mother who started her life as a daily wage worker, then went to give Ayurveda medicines, then became a rice merchant, then became a politician, and she was not literate. She couldn't read and write. But when she died, she dies as general secretary of the Andhra Pradesh Mahila Congress. Remarkable kind of achievement. So many identities. So you look at an ordinary workman in a factory, or a person who started as a program writer when he or she was young, can take different forms, and can have different identities. So if people are born so talented, we call them nowadays, you don't say HR, you say talent development. You also say, I think if you follow people like Sadhguru, possibility development, human possibility. There's so many terms that have come into existence. And to me, I don't totally go out of the HR because I say that people are born with unlimited resources, our competencies, our talent, and so on. So HR's job is to become a lot more broad-minded, and they should see that in whatever economy you have, to help people to discover the multiple identities. A workman can do so many things. A daily wage laborer can do so many things. It's not only a CEO who can do, certainly CEOs can do a lot more things and so on. So if the HR profession takes this approach and says that I'm here to promote multiple stakeholders, I'm an employee champion, I'm welfare champion for his or her family, I'm champion of the employer because without employers, employees don't exist. I'm champion of investors, and I'm champion of the community. If the community doesn't take care of the health, infrastructure, other kind of things, nothing is going to happen. So the moment a HR adopts this broad kind of a strategy, I think they are set out to be not only, we say, Corona warriors or saviors of human lives, but they're also, say, providers of the livelihoods for people and so on. But I think we have a long way to go. There are a few small percentage of HR people who are well on their way, and they have done marvelous jobs in their corporations. But I think most HR people still see themselves as prisoners because they see themselves as logistics managers, administration managers, and so on. I wish and pray that the HR profession grows to a level where it serves the entire humanity. HR is not meant for companies only. It's meant for the society at large. So everyone is his or her own HR manager. This is what I've been promoting, and pandemic has convinced me to promote this a lot more. Teachers, HR people, if you are into profession, it's a godsend opportunity. Don't waste it. People are very simple, they're not complex. Technology is an aid for us. We use technology to help people, and we should not become servants of the very technology we have created and kill each other or do harm to each other. I think we should help. And fortunately, technology in the recent past, post-pandemic, has helped people to survive, to help each other, to collaborate, to be very positive, and so on. So I think HR becomes a good facilitator of this particular kind of a thing to happen. There are, as you have rightly said, there are a large number of people who are contributing to HR. I'm sure in course of time, your own agency will recognize many of those, and I think put HR in a totally new pedestal. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts.